In the realm of Greek mythology, the gods were not merely superpowered beings, they were embodiments of power, beauty, and immortality. They stood as paragons of perfection, their very existence a testament to the divine. Their very essence differed from that of mortals, and this distinction was manifested in their blood, or rather, the lack thereof. Unlike humans whose veins coursed with red blood, the gods possessed something far more extraordinary. Instead of crimson blood, the veins of the gods flowed with ichor, a mystical fluid that spoke to their divine nature. This golden substance was not just a physical difference but a symbol of their celestial heritage. Imagine a substance so potent, so ethereal that it set the gods apart from humanity, a golden liquid that whispered of their celestial origins. It was a fluid that shimmered with an otherworldly glow, a beacon of their immortality. That, dear reader, was ichor. This golden essence was more than just a fluid. It was a manifestation of the divine, a physical representation of the god's superiority. Ichor was more than just blood, it was a symbol, a representation of the chasm that separated the immortal from the mortal. It was a reminder of the insurmountable divide between the divine and the human. Unlike our own blood, which sustains and gives life, ichor was said to be toxic to humans, a deadly poison that could burn and consume. This lethal nature further emphasized the gods' untouchable status. Yet for the gods it was the lifeblood that granted them their everlasting existence. It was the source of their eternal youth and unending vitality, a gift that kept them forever young and powerful. Ichor, in its golden luminescence, was a constant reminder of the divine lineage of the gods, a testament to their superiority over humankind. It was a symbol of their eternal reign and their unbreakable connection to the heavens. The gods of Olympus, forever young and vibrant, owed their immortality to many factors: ambrosia, nectar, and most importantly, ichor. This mystical fluid was believed to be the very essence of their divine being, the source of their eternal youth and resilience. While humans aged and succumbed to disease, the gods remained untouched by the ravages of time, their bodies perpetually strong and beautiful. This, the Greeks believed, was the power of ichor. Imagine a life free from sickness where wounds healed rapidly, and aging was but a myth. This was the reality for the gods, and ichor was the key. This divine fluid was said to possess incredible healing properties, capable of mending even the most grievous of wounds inflicted upon the gods. It was this regenerative power of ichor that rendered them nearly invincible, allowing them to engage in epic battles and emerge relatively unscathed. While ichor was a source of life and vitality for the gods, it spelled danger for mortals. This ethereal fluid, so potent and divine, was utterly toxic to humans, a single drop capable of causing unimaginable agony and inevitable death. Stories abound in Greek mythology of mortals who dared to challenge the gods, only to meet their demise at the hands of ichor. The very touch of a god, if it drew ichor, could prove fatal to a human. This lethal nature of ichor served as a constant reminder of the divide between gods and humans, a clear boundary that none could cross unpunished. It was a potent symbol of the gods' power and a warning to any mortal who dared to overstep their bounds. Perhaps the most vivid illustration of ichor's deadly power lies in the tale of Talos, a giant bronze automaton crafted by the god Hephaestus. Tasked with guarding the island of Crete, Talos was virtually indestructible, his bronze body impervious to any weapon. However, he possessed a single vulnerability, a vein that ran from his head to his ankle, sealed with a bronze nail through which his life force, ichor, flowed. When the hero Jason and his Argonauts encountered Talos, they discovered his weakness. Medea, a powerful sorceress accompanying Jason, used her magic to remove the nail, causing the ichor to drain out. Like a vessel emptying, Talos lost his strength, the bronze giant crashing down, defeated by the loss of his divine fluid. Section 5. Prometheus bound ichor and eternal suffering. The tale of Prometheus, the titan who gifted fire to mankind, offers another perspective on ichor. As punishment for his transgression, Zeus chained Prometheus to a rock, where an eagle would devour his liver each day, only for it to regenerate overnight. While not explicitly stated, it's implied that Prometheus's immortal nature, and thus his capacity for eternal suffering, stemmed from the ichor coursing through his veins. Each day the eagle tore at Prometheus's flesh, a torment that would have killed a mortal man. But Prometheus was no ordinary being. He was a titan, his body imbued with Ichor, the source of his enduring agony. This tale highlights the double-edged sword of Ichor, a source of eternal life, but also of unending suffering when inflicted by the wrath of the gods. Section 6. Demigods, the blend of Ichor and human blood. The existence of demigods, offspring of gods and mortals, introduced a fascinating complexity to the concept of Ichor. These individuals, inheriting divinity from their godly parent, possessed a unique physiology. Their veins carried a blend of Ichor and human blood, a potent mixture that granted them extraordinary abilities, setting them apart from ordinary mortals. Consider Heracles, son of Zeus, who achieved superhuman feats of strength and courage, or Achilles, whose speed and skill in battle were legendary. These heroes, while not immortal like their divine parents, possessed resilience and abilities far surpassing any ordinary human. Their mixed heritage, the fusion of Ichor and mortal blood, made them a unique breed, powerful, yet not entirely immune to death. Section 7. Heracles and Achilles, Ichor's influence on heroes. In the annals of Greek mythology, the influence of Ichor, the divine blood of the gods, on heroes is a fascinating subject. Heracles' life was a testament to the extraordinary power granted by his mixed heritage. Born of Zeus and a mortal woman, Heracles was imbued with abilities far beyond those of ordinary men. He accomplished seemingly impossible tasks, slaying monstrous beasts and overcoming incredible challenges. From the Nemean lion to the Hydra, his labors were legendary. His superhuman strength, resilience, and healing abilities all pointed to the presence of Ichor in his veins. This divine essence coursing through him made him a hero of unparalleled might. Yet even Heracles, the mightiest of demigods, met his end, a reminder that even a diluted dose of Ichor could not grant true immortality. His tragic death serves as a poignant reminder of the limits of divine power when mixed with human frailty. Achilles, the swift-footed hero of the Trojan War, was said to be nearly invincible in battle, his only weak point being his heel. His prowess on the battlefield was unmatched, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. This too was tied to the legend of Ichor. The divine blood in his veins made him a formidable warrior, almost untouchable. When Achilles was a baby, his mother, the nymph Thetis, dipped him in the river Styx, making him invulnerable. This act was meant to protect him from harm, ensuring his near invincibility. But she held him by his heel, the one part that remained untouched by the magical waters. This small oversight would later become his downfall. This tale, whether interpreted literally or metaphorically, highlights the unique vulnerability of demigods. Despite their divine attributes, they possess inherent weaknesses. Despite their extraordinary abilities, they remained tethered to their human side, their mortality a stark contrast to the true immortality of the gods. These stories remind us that even the greatest heroes have their flaws and limitations, making their tales all the more compelling and human. Section 8. Conclusion. Ichor, a testament to divine power. Ichor, the golden fluid that flowed through the veins of the Greek gods, was more than just a biological component. It was a mystical substance that set the gods apart from mere mortals, a divine essence that signified their celestial nature. It was a symbol of their divinity, their immortality, and their separation from the mortal realm. This golden fluid was a testament to their eternal life and their unearthly powers, making them revered and feared by humans. Its lethal nature to humans served as a constant reminder of the power wielded by the gods and the consequences of challenging their authority. The very presence of Ichor in their veins was a warning to mortals to respect the divine order. From the invincible Talos brought down by the loss of his Ichor, a giant whose strength was unmatched until his divine essence was drained, to the eternal suffering of Prometheus, who defied the gods and paid the price with endless torment. From the extraordinary feats of Heracles, whose strength and bravery were legendary, to the tragic flaw of Achilles, whose near invincibility was undone by a single vulnerable spot, Ichor played a pivotal role in shaping the narratives of Greek mythology. It was the lifeblood of the gods, a crucial element in the stories that have been passed down through generations. It underscored the power dynamics between gods and mortals, illustrating the vast chasm that separated the divine from the human, highlighting the unique nature of the divine and the consequences of crossing the line that separated them. The presence of Ichor was a constant reminder of the god's supremacy, and the mortal's place in the world. Ichor, in its golden essence, remains a potent symbol of the awe-inspiring power and majesty attributed to the gods of ancient Greece. It is a testament to their enduring legacy and the timeless stories that continue to captivate our imagination.